Hey guys, Katie here. I am a hot mess and I'm exhausted. I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I thought I would hop on here and plead with you guys one more time to join our booking blitz starting tomorrow morning. And I wanted to just go through what my routine looks like. I am a firm believer in having processes for what you're doing in your business, especially the repetitive things. And Facebook parties are repetitive things. Hey, if you're just joining us, say hi. It looks like we've got Chelsea and Sandy and Melissa and Cindy and Paulette, lots of people joining. So what I'm gonna do is go through day by day what my parties look like and why, because as you're getting ready for the booking blitz tomorrow, or if you're sharing this with your teams later, you want to have a process, and I have finally figured out one that works for me. I've been doing it since July, and I've tweaked it a little bit. I'm constantly tweaking, but this is what I'm doing right now, and it's working really, really well for me. It's keeping me sane, it's keeping me organized, and it's helping me to stay on track so that I know where I am at any given point. I can schedule my life and not feel like I'm constantly on my phone. And I can schedule my parties and take breaks when needed. So here's what I do. I have started, I've been starting my parties on Mondays. I've mentioned that a couple of times. I do my parties Monday to Monday. 7 days is what I tell my host to expect. I say that when I go live right away. Hey, we're going to close this party up on Sunday, give the hostess a day to figure out her host rewards, and I'm closing it on Monday. So do not procrastinate. I tell people that right away. And I set the expectations early. I also set the expectations early with my host. So say somebody says to me that they're like, oh my gosh, I love my camis, I want to host a trunk show. From the beginning, I immediately lay it out there. Hey, I like to start my parties on Mondays. I prefer to run them 7 or 8 days long. I'm going to give you this verbiage and some pictures that I want you to post on your Facebook page. And then I'm going to start your group probably, after we have 15, 20 people, probably closer to like 24 hours later, 12 to 24 hours later, to make sure there's lots of visibility. I'm going to go live. I'm going to post for you. I'm going to keep it really, really easy for you, but I do need you to be engaged. How does that sound? Would you rather start this Monday or next Monday? And I get a date immediately. Most of the time, people say right away, or they'll say, you know what, can we do it after the first of the year? Gosh, I've got a lot going on or whatever. And then I have lots and lots and lots of sticky notes. I've showed you guys my sticky notes before with all of my hosts and people that are going to be hosting parties coming up. So I have the date, I have their name, I have the party that they were booked from, and then I have, I stay organized with whether I've started their party in the back office, whether I have sent them a hostess packet. My hostess packets are real simple: 2 catalogs, 2 order forms, 2 business cards, a how to measure sheet that I have on in the files of our Braless Beauties team page. So be sure to check that out. And I think that's it. I think that's everything in the hostess pack. Oh, and a measuring tape. And I send those out. Immediately. I have a whole stack of envelopes that are all packaged up and ready to go. I just address it. The stamps are already on there, and I stick it in the mail as soon as they say they want to host a party. So what I do, about a week before, I'm going to start my next group of parties. So today is Thursday, and I'm starting my next group of parties on Monday the 26th. I'm taking off the next week and a half for Thanksgiving, for my parties anyway. I'm going to be around for you guys. But I am starting a group chat now for my parties that are starting in a week and a half. Usually I'll do it like a week before. But I start a group chat and I invite all the hosts that are starting on that day, whether it's 2 or 12. I start about 8 to 10 parties a week. And what that does is it really helps to keep everybody reminded of the fact that we're having a party. Remember, you said you want to have a party. Let's do it. By the way, if you guys have questions while I'm talking, I see here, let me just scroll through and make sure that your guys are not asking me questions. Okay. So I throw it out there, and then I give them homework assignments. Anytime like something pops up, I'll tell them what to do. So I'll flat out, after I start the group, and it always starts with the little pink heart, pink bows, and I'll say 11-26 RR host group chat, so I can find it easily. And I start out by saying, hey, I hope you guys are okay with this. I'm going to start this group chat so that I can communicate with you guys all at once, because I don't want to do a bunch of copying and pasting and get myself in Facebook jail. And everybody's like, thumbs up, sounds good, whatever, can't wait. You know, they're always really supportive. And I start by saying, hey, by the way, I've stuck some catalogs and order forms in the mail for everyone. All of your parties are already open in the back office, in my back office. So if somebody wants to place an order today, if you want to place an order today, do it on your own party and you can get extra host benefits from it. But your party is searchable right now. And around that time is usually when I started creating those Bitly, the shortened websites that I just save in my text replacements so that I can send those to people, and I'll send those to each person individually. And then I also put it in the description of the group that I set up the next week. So then I tell them, your job, if you have a Cami, your biggest job between now and the time your party starts, which is usually about a week away, I want you to wear and share. And quite frankly, I want you to flash your friends in the bathroom, in the break room, at work, at, you know, soccer practice, whatever. Start flashing your friends. And yep, that is the homework assignment I just gave to you. I want you to flash people. LOL. Aren't I funny? So I get it on their radar that they need to start talking to people about this now. Get people excited about it. Have them start a list of the people who want to be added to the group before we even do the Hey Ladies. Fast forward to Sunday, the day before they're going to start their group. Now I'm starting once. I just put it out there in one fell swoop. Again, I set the expectation. I let them know that the timing is very, very important, that I want them to put the pictures in the post, not in the comments. Don't put them all out there separately. They can change the verbiage if they want, but I'd like them to keep it as much like what I'm asking them to do as possible, just because it works. And that's about it. And I give that to them usually Sunday night. People are usually on their phone in bed at night scrolling through Facebook on Sunday night. So I get a lot of engagement that night. The next day on Monday, I usually go into each of the groups just to bump it to the top of the newsfeed, and I will comment. Nobody knows that I'm a stylist yet. It's fantastic. So I'll say, oh my gosh, I love these things. I haven't worn a bra in more than a year. And it is gradually, I haven't worn a bra in 6 months. I haven't worn a bra in 7 months. And now we're at 13 months. So I can officially say I haven't worn a bra in more than a year. And I'll do like a little, you know, emoji or whatever. And then I unfollow the post because I don't want to see all the other comments. So that does a couple of things. I bump it to the top of their friends' news feeds, and then I can scroll through and see, oh my gosh, this girl's got 36 comments already. Or, oh my gosh, she only has 1 comment. What is going on? The girls with 1 comment, I will private message them and I'll say, hey, go through and start tagging people that you know would love these products. We need to get it out there. I don't know why their people aren't seeing their posts. Maybe they posted it at midnight. Maybe they went on a political rant and everybody unfollowed them, or maybe they just don't have a lot of Facebook friends. I don't know what the deal is, but I need to get that post engaged quickly. If they have a lot of comments right away, I go in right out of the gate and I ask them if they want to join. You have a lot of friends who are interested in this party. Have you thought about potentially becoming a stylist? You can make the commission in addition to the host rewards. I'll help you all along the way. I have no problem making the money, but you know, what do you think? What are your thoughts? And most people say no. Some people ask some questions. Some people say yes. But I get that out of the way right at the beginning. I would rather they're making the money off of their friends than that I'm making the money off of their friends. I want this to be their launch party. If they choose not to, that's fine. And I keep the door open. I say this all the time. Great, no problem. If you change your mind at any time, let me know. But just keep in mind, I can transfer the party to you in the middle of the party. But any commissions that are, or any sales that come in before you join, those are actually my commissions. In the meantime, let's get you a ton of host rewards. And I just lay it out there. So again, expectations are set. I'm really, really big on matched expectations. I'll make sure nobody asks any questions. Nope, you guys are all being good listeners. Okay, so that is Monday. I don't start my groups until Monday afternoon, late afternoon, or Monday night, because people are picking up kids from school. They're coming home from work. They're making dinner, and I want them to be engaged in the group pretty quickly. So my family just knows Monday nights are kind of crazy for me. I'm usually starting my groups around 4 or 5 p.m. I stop and take a break for dinner with my family, and then I come up into my office, and I'm going live all night long. I always post and tell everybody that I'm going live. I ask the host when she's available, and then I tell the host from the party she booked from, hey, I'm going live in this girl's party at 6 o'clock. Be sure to hop on. Even if you're on there for 30 seconds, that really helps. Comment, you know, whatever. And then I post, and I don't only post and say, hey, I'm going live in 30 minutes. I'm going live in 10 minutes. Under the members, it'll say how many new members there are, and there's something that says write post with a W-R-I-T-E post. When you click on that, it said, let's welcome our new members, and it tags everybody. are currently in the group. I do that. And I take out the let's welcome everybody and I put a picture of I'm going live and I say, if you're not able to join me live in 30 minutes, please come back to this group and scroll through and find the video and watch the playback. I think it'll be really helpful. Hey, who can join me? And I'm starting to try to get interaction. So I'm telling people when I'm going to be live and I want them to watch. Then on Monday night, I schedule all my ScentShare posts. If you guys are not using ScentShare, you are making yourselves crazy. Just going to throw that out there. If you want more information about that, search ScentShare in the Braless Beauties team page. There's lots of commentary and some training and some free codes. Let me know if you need any of that. But that night I go live. And when I go live again, I set the expectation. I very high level, show them a cami, answer some basic questions. No, you don't get uniboob. No, these don't roll on you. Here's the gripper. And then I set the expectation of, I want to make sure that you are getting the right size and style for your body type. There's a size and style cami, or there's a style cami for everyone, but not every style of cami is for everyone. I want to make sure that you love what you order and that you don't go rogue and get your order in the mail and then you're bummed that it doesn't fit and you think it's a ruby ribbon problem and you're already skeptical. And I call all the things out there. I just talk about the elephant in the room. I know you're skeptical. I was skeptical too. Let me help you. You're going to have your world rocked if you trust the process. Private message me, let me help you figure out the right size and style cami for you, and let me help you ditch your bra. If you don't love it, we have a return policy, 30 days for a refund, 60 days for an exchange. We can make it work in a different size. Please, please, please just private message me. And then I tell them that the party's closing on Sunday. I do maybe another quick little commercial of something. I don't know. I try to keep it under 5 minutes, but you know me, I talk a lot, so it's usually 10. At that point, I usually start getting private messages pretty quickly, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 per party, but if I'm starting 8 or 10 parties, it's kind of a lot. So Monday nights usually are crazy for me. I start writing everybody's names in my notebook. Everybody who is engaged at all, even in the roll call post, if they're liking anything other than that original Hey Ladies post, anything within the group, I am writing their names in my notebook. Tuesday is when I start private messaging people. Hey, Sandy, I noticed that you watched my live last night. Was that helpful? And I always end with a question. Or, hey, Sally, just wondering if you've seen any of the posts in the group that Kim invited you to yesterday. Can I help you figure out what size and style cami is going to work best for you? And I throw that out there. Most people are not seeing my messages because we're not Facebook friends, but some people who are Facebook savvy enough know, and they see them and they start responding. That is usually Tuesday. Wednesday, and usually Tuesday, I'm actually closing the parties because I say I'm going to close them on Monday, but then the sister-in-law forgot to order, and then, oh my gosh, I haven't figured out my host rewards yet, and what was my total again, and can I call you with my credit card in the morning? I'm usually closing the parties on Tuesday, just to be realistic. So Tuesday, I'm private messaging people. Wednesday, usually I'm sizing. By Thursday, I reach out to the host, and I send her a message asking her to do 3-way chats with people. And I give her the names of all the people that I have reached out to, that I have seen that are engaged, that have not responded back. Either they haven't seen my message, or they saw it and they didn't reply. Maybe they think that they're too expensive, or they forgot, or they got busy, whatever. And I ask them to start 3-way messages. Does everybody do that? No. They don't want to be pushy. They don't want to bother people. And then I try to explain to them that the way Facebook works, most of the people that they invited to the group aren't even seeing the posts. Sometimes they believe me, sometimes they don't. Nothing I can really do about that. So I asked them to do the 3-way message, and from that point, I'll give them a list of names, and then I say, who else? Who else are we waiting for to order? Now, it's only Thursday. The party's been open for 3 days, barely. And I'm expecting to have some orders, because the orders that have come through, I'm asking the host to thank their friends for ordering, and I am hoping that they're going to get their order by the end of the week. And if they do, then I ask them to post, I check with them to make sure that they love it. And if they do, I ask them to post a testimonial in the group. So I'm starting to get orders early so that they can be arriving before the party is over, so that they can be posting, oh my gosh, I love these things. I'm ditching my bra forever. So comfortable. Who would have thought? I forgot it was on all day long. And other people are starting to gain confidence because they see their friends ordering, they see the thank yous, and they see their friends are actually getting the camis in the mail and liking them. All right, so then Friday I do something, you remember under the messages, under the members rather, it says write post with the new members. By Friday, there's a lot of new members. Maybe there's 3, maybe there's 30. The people who have finally started to join the group are in there, and I have a little meme that says, scroll through to see what you've missed. and I do write posts, so it tags all those new people. So basically the first group of new people are all tagged in my, hey, I'm going live. And then the second one, scroll through, it catches like all the ones at the end of the week. And then I always say, hey, if you are, struggling to get caught up, I realize there's a lot of posts. I'm sorry, Facebook hides most of them from your news feed anyway. If you're struggling to get caught up, please watch the videos that I've posted. Usually on Tuesday, by the way, I post a longer video. I've stopped doing it live. It's just a recording at this point that goes more into detail about the different camis and about the shapewear and about the leggings. And I always post that on Tuesday. So there's a live Monday night. There's another video, a longer video on Tuesday. So by Friday, I'm now telling people, hey, if you're overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, watch the videos. Watch the short video first, longer video second. Scroll through and look at some of the before and after pictures if you don't believe what I'm saying is the truth, and private message me for sizing. And I say all that in that, hey, scroll through to see what you've missed. And then I reach out to tag new. I made myself notes and I have no idea what that means. Oh, I reach out to the people who have not, have either not responded to something I asked them. So if they reply back to me when I asked if I can help them with sizing, and they said, yeah, that sounds good, and I asked them some questions, and maybe I respond back, hey, can I see a picture? Do you have a picture you could send me? That would be really helpful. Or if they say, well, I can't find my measuring tape, I've still got to measure. Some of those conversations are lingering and I haven't yet figured out their size. So I will follow up with those people and make sure that I say, hey, don't forget to send me your measurement when you get a minute. Or I haven't seen, did you send me pictures? Because I haven't seen those yet. I reach out to those people. Saturday, I do a last call, and then I tag those who either have not seen my private message and or the three-way chat from the host, or if the host decided not to do the three-way chats because some of them just don't want to, then I tag everybody who does not realize that I have messaged them. And I say, hey, I sent you a message earlier this week. If your name is on this list, please message me and you'll see my note to you. Even if you're not planning on ordering, we're trying to wrap up this party tomorrow, please, just check in so that we know that we're not waiting for you, or I would love to help you figure out what size. Usually I'll get another 2 to 3 orders from that, and a whole lot of, nope, this is too expensive, I changed my mind, my husband would kill me, blah, 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 whatever. But at least and you can, put X's by those people so that you're not waiting for them. And then I also go through and reach out to the people who I did size who have not yet ordered. So I have a little size next to their name, and I don't have a $sign or a date with what they've ordered. And I say, hey, if you had a chance to place your order yet, remember, we're closing up the party tomorrow. I am moving this along so that we're not lingering into like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of the following week trying to catch up with these people. Or have people go, wait, I was going to order. Why didn't you tell me that the party was closing? I just had lunch with Jessica Dukart this week. She was in Arizona, and she said that, because I have a lot of hosts in North Dakota, she said everybody that she runs into that has participated in a party of mine online is like, she is so persistent. And I am, because I'm the girl who sits around with the catalog in the drawer, and then I'm like, oh, that party is canceled, or that party's closed. Oh, well, I don't need a candle that bad, or I don't need jewelry that bad. I'm that girl. I totally am that girl. I'm too busy. So I assume that everybody's too busy like me. I don't assume that they're being passive aggressive and that they don't want to order and they're just trying to ignore me. Until they say no, I keep following up. Am I relentless? No. Like, if I've messaged them 3 or 4 times, like 2 or 3 times, probably. Two times is, if I've messaged them twice and I see that they've seen it and they haven't responded back, I might do 1 more, maybe. I won't go to 4 times. They're obviously ignoring me at that point. And then Sunday, I try not to work on Sundays, so just real quick, either late Saturday night or Sunday morning, before I'm getting ready for church or whatever, I'll go through and message all the hostesses, and I will tell them what their totals are, and I'll tell them to start making their host reward list if they haven't already, put it into the website so that they know the size and the color of what they want is available, and then to start getting that ready and send it over to me with their credit card information. They never send it to me on Sunday, ever. But it gets them thinking about it while they're home on the weekend and they're not, at work or whatever. The other thing I forgot to mention, in the group chats all week long, I am host coaching in a group format. So the very, very first day, on Sunday being the first day, I give them the verbiage to post on their Facebook wall. On Monday, and I tell them about the timing and expectations and stuff. On Monday, I tell them to go through and add maybe 10 or 15 friends and private message them and tell them, what what they're doing, what the party's about. You're gonna love this. If you decide not to stick around, just delete yourself, no hard feelings. And I try to encourage them to add new friends. And every day throughout the week, I'm encouraging them in some way. Don't forget to, wear your cami today and post a cute outfit. You don't need to post an outfit or a picture in your cami, but post a cute outfit and say, oh my gosh, look how slim I look, or I feel like $1 million or whatever. I encourage them to go live. I encourage them, hey, by the way, if you have not welcomed your guests yet, now's the time. If you have not posted a personal testimonial yet, now is the time. Who else do you know who has camis that you can add to this group just for the pure purpose of sharing what they love about their camis? To really boost your Facebook algorithms. Every single day during the week, all the way till Saturday, there's one thing that I send to them as a group, just to remind them, keep them involved. Hey guys, if you haven't commented yet, please be sure that you're commenting a couple times throughout the day. That makes a huge difference in who sees the posts. And then if there's one-off things, here or there, I will message people, gosh, it's Thursday, we haven't gotten any orders yet. Who could you be reaching out to? Are you talking to people at the mailbox, and are you talking to people at work, and are you talking to people at church about these camis, or are you just hoping that everybody's going to go to the group? Because you do need to be talking about to the people about this in person. So I'm reminding them of their involvement and the engagement that I need from them. So Sunday is when I give them their host rewards and tell them to start shopping. And I tell them, this is now time for you to reach out to everyone else. Give them one last chance, one last reminder. Tell them to please, please, please order by tonight. I would love it if you could send me your host rewards. I'll call you, or I'll touch base in the morning if I haven't heard from you. And all throughout the week, I'm telling people to private message me. All throughout the week, I'm doing all throughout the week, I'm telling people to watch my videos. And I do, have a post in there that invites people to my VIP group. There's different things that I'm doing that are trying to encourage the things that I want to have happen so that the orders are coming in. And then sure enough, on Monday, I start the whole process over again with my new group, and I'm trying to wrap up my parties. And like I said, usually it doesn't end up happening until Tuesday, but I try. So anyway, that is my process. Trying to see if there's any questions. Nope, lots of highs and everybody. Hi, everybody. So I get a lot of questions about what I do, when I do it. Usually I mentioned on, what day is it? I have it on my notes. Tuesday is when I'm starting to private message people, and Wednesday I'm starting to size. Tuesday and Wednesday is usually when I reach back out to everybody who ordered last week. And I check in. Hey, just wondering if you've gotten your order from Stacy's party yet. I would love to hear how everything fits. Hey, just wondering if you've gotten everything from Jennifer's party yet. I would love to hear how everything fits. Hey, have you, the same thing over and over and over and over. So in the middle of the week, I'm having sizing conversations. I'm having troubleshooting conversations. Anybody who's camis don't love it and they're not fitting right. And I'm getting a lot of, oh, the box showed up, but I haven't had a chance to open it or try it on yet. I'm like, great, keep me posted. And then I follow up with them, if I haven't heard from them like a week later, because I want to turn those returns into exchanges. If there's a problem, I want to know about it. If they love it, I want them to host a party for me, and I want them to do it soon. So if they love it, I usually send them a, oh my gosh, I love it. This is exactly what I love to hear. I'm so glad that, you're loving being out of your bra. And then I send that. And then maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, I send, oh my gosh, remember, hey, if you want to get new fresh camis and different colors and different things that you saw on the website, you can always host a trunk show of your own. I keep it really easy. I do all the posting for you. Hey, let me know if that's something that you want to try. And sure enough, about 10, 20, 30% of the time, people will be like, you know what, I do want to try that. And then I send them, great. I like to start my parties on Mondays. I run them for about 7 or 8 days, and the whole process starts over again. It is I've turned this into a well-oiled machine. This is how I'm getting $35,000 in sales. It is the 15th of the month, and I'm already at $15,000 in sales for the month, maybe 16 at this point. I'm getting about $1,000 in sales a day, sometimes $2,000 in sales a day, and then I take a little bit of a break. It's working. It's really, really working, guys. If you guys have other questions, please let me know. If there's something that that doesn't seem, like it's working for you, definitely let me know. I am spending this next 10 days, yes, with Thanksgiving with my family, but I am taking a break because I feel like my sales have been so high that I've been very, very reactive with you guys as my team on all levels. I don't care if you're on my 7th line. You are on my team. I'm here for you to help you as a resource. But I needed to take a break because I needed to make sure that you guys have, I have my own oxygen mask on. I've got my $15,000 in sales for November. I don't need a single other sale. I'm good. But I need to make sure that you guys are solidified going into the holiday season and starting your new year fresh. After the holidays with booking. So that's why we're doing this booking blitz tomorrow. So if you have not yet RSVP'd to the event, you're not going to see any of the lives. I've got people on my leaders, senior leaders, directors on our team every 2 hours from I think 8 a.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern, Friday and Saturday, going live. There might be a couple of time slots that weren't taken, but if you hop on, at 8 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern, noon Eastern, every 2 hours, there's people going live with different tips and tricks and things that are working for them. It is totally disorganized. I'm the girl that doesn't like assign things at a potluck. If we end up with all desserts and one drink, then we'll all get fat. I don't know. But it never happens. It always just works out. So if a couple of the girls are talking about the same tip, it's fine, okay? You just hear it from a different voice. Everybody's got great information, but hop on every couple of hours, watch the lives, and be sure that you are dedicating time. Carve out time in your day. Friday, I don't care if it's at 8 a.m., I don't care if it's at 8 p.m. You need to carve out time, an hour, maybe 2 hours, a couple of times during the day. If you're doing 2 hours, you can do two 1-hour slots. Sit down, no interruptions, turn your phone on sleep mode, make sure that you're focused with your list and bang it out. Book your calendar, get your calendar ready and make it happen. Do the same thing on Saturday, guys. Now is the time. Do not take the holidays off. You will be kicking yourself come the first of the year. You think that your calendar is dead right now and that you're starting from scratch. The first of the year, it's going to be crickets. You don't want that to happen. If people don't want to do parties now, great. January, which January do you want to do a party in? Look at your calendar and figure out what Monday in January they want to start. Do you want to do early or late? Bottom line, you don't want to start your parties on Mondays? Don't start your parties on Mondays. Quite frankly, it's better for you if you start your parties on Sundays. But as a Christian, I don't want to start my parties on Sundays. I want Sunday to be my day of rest. I will tell you that parties that start on Sundays, most people are sitting around on their phone. But it just happens for me to be my family day. So if you can start parties on Sundays, do them Sunday to Sunday. I think that's brilliant. I know a lot of people do them Friday to the following Monday so that they can catch 2 weekends. That's fine too. Do whatever works for you, but come up with a system and stick with it. I had 2 parties that started on a Thursday last week and they're ending today and tomorrow, and it's driving me nuts because I'm all off schedule. So create a schedule and stick with it. All right, how long have I been talking? 26 minutes? Gracious. Go to bed, girls. I'm so sorry. Ramble, ramble, ramble. All right. I would like to watch one of your parties if possible. All right, Luis, I am writing you down. Actually, I've got a bunch of parties starting on the 26th. So if you comment below, if you want me to add you to one of my parties, my one request is that you need to act like don't lie, but you need to act like you're not a stylist, but you do need to comment and you do need to give some sort of a testimonial about the love of camis. You need to pretend that you are a friend of the host and that you love your camis. So you have to post, not like in a comment, like a real post. Before and after pictures are helpful. So you have to contribute to the party. That is my task, and you have to comment. So I'm happy to send anybody or add anybody to my parties. Totally don't care. Angie wants to be added to a party too. All right, guys, I'm starting a list. I'm gonna add all of you guys to different parties. And I usually tell my host, hey, by the way, I'm adding a couple of my hosts to my party, or my team members. All right, girls, give me a thumbs up if this has been helpful. I hope so. If my system does not work for you, it is my system. Don't it must be working for Katie, so it has to work for me. Customize it and make it work for you. My system might not work for you, but create something that works for you. Create a process with everything. This is my Facebook party process. All right, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. It is 10:06 my time. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted. All right, girls, have a good one. Yay, I just love seeing all the hearts. All right, bye, girls.